Hello friends, welcome to my channel India Code Guru. In today's video we can learn about what is the difference between parallel computing and distributed computing. But first of all, if you are new in my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon for future videos notifications. Let's get started. What is parallel computing? It is also known as parallel processing. It utilizes several processors. Each of the processors completes the tasks that have been allocated to them. In other words, parallel computing involves performing numerous tasks simultaneously. A shared memory or distributed memory system can be used to assist in parallel computing. All CPUs in shared memory systems share the memory. Memory is shared between the processors in distributed memory systems. Parallel computing provides numerous advantages. Parallel computing helps to increase the CPU utilization and improve the performance because several processors work simultaneously. Moreover, the failure of one CPU has no impact on the other CPU's functionality. Furthermore, if one processor needs instructions from another, the CPU might cause latency. Advantages of parallel computing. It saves time and money because many resources working together cut down on time and costs. It may be difficult to resolve larger problems on serial computing. You can do many things at once using many computing resources. Parallel computing is much better than serial computing for modeling, simulating, and comprehending complicated real-world events. Disadvantages of parallel computing. The multi-core architectures consume a lot of power. Parallel solutions are more difficult to implement, debug, and prove right due to the complexity of communication and coordination, and they frequently perform worse than their serial equivalents. What is distributed computing? It comprises several software components that reside on different systems but operate as a single system. A distributed system's computers can be physically close together and linked by a local network or geographically distant and linked by a wide area network, WAN. A distributed system can be made up of any number of different configurations, such as mainframes, PCs, workstations, and mini-computers. The main aim of distributed computing is to make a network work as a single computer. There are various benefits of using distributed computing. It enables scalability and makes it simpler to share resources. It also aids in the efficiency of computation processes. Advantages of distributed computing. It is flexible, making it simple to install, use, and debug new services. In distributed computing, you may add multiple machines as required. If the system crashes on one server, that doesn't affect other servers. A distributed computer system may combine the computational capacity of several computers, making it faster than traditional systems. Disadvantages of distributed computing. Data security and sharing are the main issues in distributed systems due to the features of open systems. Because of the distribution across multiple servers, troubleshooting and diagnostics are more challenging. The main disadvantage of distributed computer systems is the lack of software support. Key difference between parallel computing and distributed computing. Parallel computing. Parallel computing is a sort of computation in which various tasks or processes are run at the same time. Distributed computing. Distributed computing is that type of computing in which the components are located on various networked systems that interact and coordinate their actions by passing messages to one another. Parallel computing. In parallel computing, processors communicate with another processor via a bus. Distributed computing. Computer systems in distributed computing connect with one another via a network. Parallel computing. Parallel computing takes place on a single computer. Distributed computing. Distributed computing takes place on several computers. Parallel computing. Parallel computing aids in improving system performance. Distributed computing. Distributed computing allows for scalability, resource sharing, and the efficient completion of computation tasks. Parallel computing. The computer in parallel computing can have shared or distributed memory. Distributed computing. Every system in distributed computing has its memory. Parallel computing. Multiple processors execute multiple tasks simultaneously in parallel computing. Distributed computing. Many computer systems execute tasks simultaneously in distributed computing. Head-to-head comparison between the parallel computing and distributed computing. Definition. Parallel computing. It is a type of computation in which various processes run simultaneously. Distributing computing. It is that type of computing in which the components are located on various networked systems that interact and coordinate their actions by passing messages to one another. Communication. Parallel computing. The processors communicate with one another via a bus. Distributing computing. The computer systems connect with one another via a network. Functionality. Parallel computing. Several processors execute various tasks simultaneously in parallel computing. Distributing computing. Several computers execute tasks simultaneously. Number of computers. Parallel computing. It occurs in a single computer system. Distributing computing. It involves various computers. Memory. Parallel computing. The system may have distributed or shared memory. Distributing computing. Each computer system in distributed computing has its own memory. Usage. Parallel computing. It helps to improve the system performance. Distributed